Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video I'll be showing you the team I'm going to use for this Hall of Guardians. The faction is expanding and we can earn a new troop at the same time. Before I do that though, let's quickly pop into the dungeon and see if I can get a perfect run. I haven't actually done it yet. Keep on getting traps. I have a theory. I'm going to pick these ones along the top row. What we got? Oh, okay, it's a fight. Okay, I'm going to open another one. Oh my god, can I do it? Right, right, what we've got left? We've got one good dungeon with a good bonus, 2 traps, and 1 fight. So there's only 1 out of these, no, 2. I've basically got 50-50 chance of getting this right now. I'm gonna go bottom middle. Go on. See, this is exciting. My heart is racing slowly. What a stupid thing to get excited about. Go on, go on, go on, go on. Descending stairs. Do you wish to descend the next level in the dungeon? Battles will increase in difficulty, but you get more rewards. Of course I'll descend. Right, but ooh, now I've got a 1 in 3 oh, what a silly thing to get excited about. Is bottom right? Is right? Or is right wrong? Yes! Does that count as a perfect run? If I do these fights now, I'm going to find out. Right, so this is my standard team, so I can actually use my standard team for this. This is one of the new bosses. Really good to see these new bosses. I like it a lot. Don't know what I got that 4 match for. Didn't particularly need it. Let's cast 1, then Rowan. Kaboosh. Posted a video yesterday on new teams for dungeon, potentially, bearing in mind you could activate traps all the time. So still in the experimental stage though. I've suggested a couple of teams like this one here. If you start anything but silenced, you can use this team and then cast this is superior and cleanse everybody off, especially if it's a death one or something like that. The good thing is a death trap dungeon where you all start death marked. Anything like that can be really bad for your team. You can die really quickly, so good for that kind of thing. The other team I suggested is this one here. This is monk class. Have a look at the proper video for it to be explained properly, but basically monk class has got immunity to an absolute stack of different status effects, and King's Lens and Voice of Orpheus are both impervious, so it only leaves Queen Bee vulnerable, and even then we can get a cleanse with Voice of Orpheus or a 4 match on her. It will still be fairly fast. Everybody does damage. In fact, I will give this one a go right now just to see how well it does in general. Queen Bee will start with a 50% mana. I'll always look for green or blue for her. Let's cast B. If she loops, happy days. If she doesn't, we can cast Selenus. That does a lot of splash damage. Manacles does damage to all. Okay, so not blindingly fast, but if we can get the bee up again really quick, it'll be the end of it. But we're being denied the colours we liked. But I was lost in the woods then. There was a blatant skull hit there waiting for me to be collected, and I was looking for colours when I had a skull hit. That thing happens sometimes in Gems of War. Makes you do strange things. Alright, so let's do this. These pointers, they're really hard to find. For me, I'm looking at this on a 65-inch telly. Now, why couldn't they make the pointers thing around the edge of the box a little bit more distinct? Or just highlight the box completely in a light red glow or something so you can actually see what you're doing. I reckon some people will accidentally pick the wrong thing when doing this sometimes. If that's even a thing. Don't know if it's possible or not, but I don't know. Maybe I'm just thinking too negatively on the devs side of things to make our lives difficult. Right, so let's get that for Queen Bee. If she loops, happy days. Yeah, so This team is still going to be fast, and it's got the benefit of having the double cleanse. You've got a cleanse in Queen Bee, and you've got the cleanse in Voice of Orpheus. If you don't have Voice of Orpheus, chuck in Leprechaun instead. A lot of people have suggested, obviously, yay, there it is, you've completed today's dungeon without triggering any traps. You are an 84 Dragonite. A Dragonite can be used to craft troops in the Soul Forge. Right, so as I was just saying, some people did recommend Venoxia with Queen Bee, of course. That is a good combination. They do blend really well together. But then you've got to lose somebody out of Voice of Orpheus or King Silenus. King Silenus, you'll lose fast start with him and Queen Bee. And the Voice of Orpheus, you lose the second cleanse, which is really important if you happen to get stunned on Queen Bee. So, yeah, pros and cons of each. We are still at the experimental stages of these new dungeon teams. We've got to play around a bit and just try and find out which one is best. Right, now on to the actual faction video. Now on to the Hall of Guardians. First things first, you should always check first in your actual delve on this on the Hall of Guardians whether you are at level 100 in your horde or not. Because if you are, you get given a potion of enchantment, and there's no need to buy one if you're at least on level 100, because the potions get stored now, which is really, really handy. But you may want to actually buy the first levels of tiers anyway, and the reason is there's a new thing. Guardian Pillar. There it is, a pillar that guards. Create 8 yellow gems and 8 brown gems, then barrier the first ally. Everwatch. Gain 9 armor when attacking delves, reduce damage from spells by 25%, and reduce damage from skulls by 50%. So there it is. It's probably worth grabbing these anyway, to be honest. So I'll do that because I want to get some more delves, more sigils for this anyway. So we'll grab the first ones there. Like I say, if you're short on gems and can't actually afford to do this, you will eventually get this troop anyway. It doesn't sound like anything completely essential, to be honest. And that Guardian Crown I already have. So anyway, on to the first team itself. Classic first team. What we've got here is Finesse, Nimbus Bow and Toloka. We are restricted to yellow and brown. But Finesse deals damage based on your magic to an enemy and a random enemy, and if the enemy uses yellow, then deal double damage. And if there's a storm, give 6 mana to all other allies. And there will be a storm because we'll be in a class which gives it to us literally every single turn. The traits deal double skull damage versus yellow enemies, reduce damage from skulls by 50%, and the gift of finesse is a thing that makes this tick. Give 4 to all skills on all Strix allies when matching 4 or more gems. But we're going to have 2 finesses in the team, which makes that 8 skills points to all Strix allies when matching 4 or more gems. You can even go the whole hog and have 3 of these in them, finesse in the team if you want, and get 12 to all skills. It goes a bit nuts then, but I don't like to waste stuff. And the Nimbus Bow is a great weapon for this. Deals damage to an enemy boosted by Strix allies, then creates a mix of 6 blue and yellow for each Strix ally. Like I say, I don't like wasting stuff. I want to make some use of those blue, so I've included Toloka into this team. Deals 68 scatter damage, and if there's a storm, deal triple damage. And there will be a storm because we'll make sure of it. There's the traits. They're not too bad. Deal 10 damage to a random enemy on 4 or 5 gem matches. Complements the fact that with Nimbus Bow, we are going to create a load of blue and yellow, which is going to no doubt result in some 4 matches because of the light storm we create in Stormcaller class. Conjure a light storm when my turn begins is different from conjure a light storm at the start of battle. That is a one-off storm, which when it's gone. This makes sure we have yellow literally as long as the hero's around. If the hero dies, that goes, but he shouldn't die, or she, whoever it is. Champion talents: resilience, purification, thunder fist. Fey vengeance doesn't actually matter really, because hopefully we're not going to die. Gale Force, Lightning Strike and Strix Commander, all very handy champion talents. I've put Taloka in there in case you don't have a third finesse, but whichever you prefer. 3 finesses is really good with Nimbus Bow, but like I say, I don't like wasting those blue. And if you've only got 2 finesses, then Taloka is a really good inclusion, because we're going to get triple damage from that storm. As well as a potion of enchantment. As well as a yellow storm. Things should happen fairly quickly regarding mana with this team, but if it doesn't, we can just wait for some yellow to come along. Taloka is actually the best one to cast first on this, because that does damage to all, quicker than casting the finesses 1 time each. And if you want to go straight across this is a really nice quick one. 3 battles is all it takes to go to the end. If you want to go around the edge, you can do that, picking off those extra rooms, thus increasing the room treasure multiplier. Quite pleased to get my first perfect run today in the dungeon. Let me know in the comments if you've managed to get one as well. He's been silenced. Shh. Don't tell no one. Again, casting Taloka is going to be quicker at first than casting the finesses. Because one was silenced, which means I'd have had to charge the other one up again. So Taloka is going to be quicker at first. Legendary ingots, thank you. So many weapons to keep on upgrading. Right, I'll just do another run of this. This team will be good for quite a while, because the way you get 4 matches, look, at the moment we're wiping out the enemy really quickly. But every single time we get a 4 match, we're giving 8 to all skills on the entire team. That is really, really cool. Whole team goes up in stats constantly. Again, no point casting that just yet because we need some more mana. Let's get some mana for the old bow. No, I don't need it now. So, no, still quicker to do this with Taloka. Otherwise we've got to cast finesse, let the AI have their turn. And you know the AI likes to string a few 4 matches together sometimes just to drag it out a bit. Taloka, we can still wipe them out in a single cast. So I'll show a second team in a minute. Super reliable. Absolutely guaranteed to get you through with a minimum of fuss. You get to cast our bow. Here we go. See, is the AI taking its few million turns just to drag it out. Oh, that was unlucky at first, but we got away with it in the end. See, Taloka is the one doing everything at the moment. There's no need to cast the finesses because it takes a round longer. Alright, so I'll do this as the last one, then I'll change the team. This team may struggle on the later stages when the enemy gets really, really tough. Even though we've got that 50% skull reduction, it's still going to be damaging, and there's no chance of a summon in this team at any point. Once you die, you die. You can cast this now. See, someone survived already, you see. That's why I really like Taloka. But yeah, there's that team. That's okay. That'll go a certain amount of the way, if you like. I'm not sure it would go the entire way, as in like up to level 500, but I'll show a team which absolutely can. Right, that last team, the Strix one, is very good, but it may have its limitations on how far it can realistically go. Regarding the ultimate level 500, this team I'm going to show now will have no such trouble getting to level 500. You may say, oh, how do you know if you're only on level 40? Well, the answer is because I've done it already on different delves that have allow me to use this same team. So that is why, and it means if this works on one delve, it'll work on another. Pretty much as simple as that, unless we constantly start out silenced or something like that, which would make it awkward. But I don't think any of those things really exist. The way this works is good old Charles Donny. Deals damage to an enemy, then creates 3 brown gems boosted by all construct allies. So with 4 constructs in the team, that's 12 gems, plus the 3 from the spell is 15. Makes it really hard not to get an extra turn and charge up the entire team. Zernabog is only there for that dust storm. We get a constant slew of brown, which is really good. And we just cast Chalcedony, charge Mang, eliminate all the armor from an enemy. You can imagine how powerful this gets on the later stages when the enemy's got like 400 armor and stuff like this. Then deal damage to them and gain attack equal to the armor eliminated. So those high level stages later on where the enemy's got like 400 attack, we end up with like 490 odd attack or something like that. And then that really starts wiping out the enemy quick, because you just cast Chalcedony, cast Mang, Chalcedony casts again because she gets charged up so quickly, and then you do it again. You've got 1,000 attack in no time, and you win so easy. It's ludicrous. Right, but Geomancer, traits, all constructs start with 50%. Talent trees, impact, hammer mastery, anti-magic sphere, tactician, rock solid, stone mastery, and fortitude. And the banner for this will be +2 brown, +1 red, -1 blue, a petrified banner. So just to show how this works. If you enjoyed the videos, always think about hitting that like and subscribe button. Certainly does help, and it's appreciated. So we'll just get that for Chalcedony. You can just actually kill with Chalcedony in these early stages. Whenever you're going to wipe things out in pretty much one hit, she's almost bound to get a extra turn. Whenever the armor and life is enough, so you're going to wipe them out easily with the Chalcedony. You can't really go wrong. You can do that already. See you later. To show the... No, there's no need to show the effects of Mang just yet. Well, we can now, because I was just going to kill him in one go. Obviously, you'd lose the extra turn though normally. And the cool thing about this is as well, that rock solid, on the later stages, the way this team works, because you're getting so much brown, you're getting a constant barrier. It really is super useful. That where is it? Rock solid, gain a barrier when matching brown gems. So even on those higher levels when things can get pretty tough, I'll just show the effect of Mang now. So we hit it on them, say. We've now got 140 attack. We cast Chalcedony, that charges Mang again. Oh, moved it down one. I didn't mean to do that. That was stupid. Right, so you put it on the one with armor, and you get all their armor onto your attack. So any skull hits are going to be absolutely lethal on the later stages. Right, let's see if I can do that properly this time. Something weird's in my tea. I always blame my tea if things go wrong. Right, so let's do it again. And the reason why this works on the later stages is obviously because you end up with 1,000 attacks so quickly. You just start like any skull bashes are absolutely lethal to the opposition. May as well get that. Let's start going to town with Chalcedony. On these early stages, the very first part of the delve, you may as well just kill with a Chalcedony. You lose a turn with Mang guaranteed. No real benefit to that because you're going to kill them anyway. Alright, I'll do it here. Alright, so Mang, we hit somebody with high armor. We've now got 141 attack. Chalcedony is ready to rock and roll. We kill the person on low health. Charge Mang. Take away someone with armor. We've now got 190 attack. Chalcedony, kill the troop at the bottom. Mang would now have 237 attack. This is on the low stages, so on the ones, like I said, with 400 armor, 500 armor, whatever it is, just 2 attacks of Mang, you're on 1,000 attack. And this is really beneficial to lower level players as well, because it really helps them out. Because even if you start off with a lower attack than what I've got, for example, you gain the attack of whoever you hit in Mang on. It's, well, while having a constant barrier, you literally cannot go wrong. It's very difficult for this to go wrong. So we'll put it on them. There you go. Take that away. We had a barrier. We'll hit it on them. We've got a barrier again. Didn't quite get charged up that time. We'll hit the person who we stripped the armor from. Let's hit it on them. And we've got 200 attack and a barrier. So if we got any unlucky skull drops which went against us, doesn't matter. We can hit him with Mang to finish off. Or Chalcedony, whichever you prefer. Right, so this is the way to do this one. It's going to be the same on every level, and the difficulty level isn't really going to make any difference. Like I say, some people might say, oh, how do you know this works on level 500? You're only on level 60, 70, whatever it is on the video. Because I've done factions to level 500 with this exact team, and the theory is absolutely identical in every single way. And it takes a very small amount of hits to wipe through the enemy, even on the toughest stages. Whatever armor the enemy has converts to attack. And that's why it works. So the more powerful the enemy gets, the more powerful you get. So when we get these skull hits, the armor's already gone, and they're left with the almost equivalent life of what you just got in attack. So any skull hits, just wiping people out in one hit, even on the toughest levels. I've probably said that 3 times now, but I do have to reiterate how this works and why it works on pretty much any level. Because you get a barrier all the time, look. You got hit, so what? We'll get a barrier back straight away as soon as we cast Chalcedony. Mang's up again. Now I've got 209 attack. We didn't get hit because we got a barrier. We'll cast Chalcedony again. We've got a barrier. So it goes on. It's the easiest thing going. You can now choose to loop if you want with Chalcedony to finish them off. Why not? Or get a random skull hit. It's going to be devastating. So I'll just finish this little line off of rooms, or the last one now. Called a video a day. Video you're a day. Some people knew that was coming. Get brown. Got a brown storm constantly. Take away the armor. Leave them on very low health. Finish them off. Mang again. Next one down. Second Chalcedony is there as the backup in case the first one didn't get it. Got a barrier. Don't mind taking that skull hit. They're dead, Dave. Let's just have some more attack just for a laugh. 356, why not? Easiest thing in the world, and that will work on faction level 500 without any shadow of a doubt. I've done it on other delves with the same team. Right, well there's the video. If you enjoyed it, why not hit that like and subscribe button? It's a good thing to do, and it makes you a good person. And you want to be a good person. I think you do. And anyway, and also tell your guild, tell your mates, tell your cat, dog, goldfish, horses, budgerigars. Talk to your plants. Why not? It's been a proven thing to almost definitely work. Maybe. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.